Sometimes the most powerful moments in history aren't planned. They happen when someone chooses compassion over protocol. In 1983, during a live broadcast of The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson was being urged to move on, to keep the show on schedule. Instead, he noticed a woman in the audience who was quietly breaking apart. Her name was Barbara Martinez. She was dying, and she had one final wish: to dance one last time to the song she shared with her husband. What happened next lasted only a few minutes, but it rewrote every rule of television. Johnny stepped off the stage, ignored the voices in his ear, and chose kindness. This is the story of that moment when fame fell silent, time stood still, and humanity took the lead. The band was tuning up, green jackets in a row, a joke about the holiday. The clock said time to go. Red lights on the cameras, the cue cards held up high. 1,000 little rules about when to laugh and why. Fourth row aisle seat, a dress she hadn't worn in years. A man with both hands shaking, a daughter fighting tears. 6 months past a sentence they said wouldn't bend a move. Still she came for one last night inside a borrowed room. The music crossed the room like a hand she used to know, a melody from younger days she wasn't ready to let go. So he stepped off the stage, let the silence run long, let the schedule fall apart for the sake of one song. No cue, no script, no safety net to land, just a tired woman crying and a stranger's open hand. In a room built for pretending, something real finally began. She tried to speak but couldn't, so her daughter found the words. Said, "Sir, my mom is dying." This was all she ever heard. She wished to dance one last time, but she's too weak to try. The studio stopped breathing, even time just passed them by. A voice was shouting numbers through a wire in his ear, but he reached up, took it out, and set it on a chair. So he stepped off the stage, didn't ask for consent from the clocks or the suits or the dollars they spent. Said, "If you can't stand, then I hold you here." And the band played soft like they understood the year, when goodbye doesn't need permission, only care. Her feet barely moved on the studio floor, but her face found a calm it hadn't seen before. 300 hearts beating slow, nobody dared to speak. 4 minutes felt longer than the week she couldn't keep. When the music faded out, he stayed down on the ground, asked about a small church and a man she'd found. She talked about a white dress, borrowed shoes that hurt, a promise made without knowing how much time was worth. And he stepped off the stage, sat down in the aisle, let her tell her whole life like it still had a while. The cameras kept on rolling, though none of them were sure if this would make the edit or stay unrecorded and pure. But some things outlast footage when they're honest at the core. 2 days later she was gone, that's what the paper said. But she left without the panic that once lived in her head. Because once when it mattered,